here. Will the results change? Will their expressions change? We'll find out next here on Sports Channel. From Prospect High School in Mount Prospect, Illinois, Sports Channel presents the 1989 Illinois High School Association Girls Tennis Finals. Well, it is a cold day in October, but it's still a far better cry from what it was a couple of days ago when this tournament started. It's an event that's supposed to be played in nice, crisp, cool temperatures. Instead, it was threatened by rain, sleet, snow, even gloom of night, as this tournament really went into a tailspin. Hello, everybody. I'm Mike Lederman. Joining me is Diane Pettit. Diane, you, as coach of the Peoria Richwood team, were right in the middle of this mess that the weather caused on the first round on Thursday and again into Friday.
You talk about your worst nightmare coming true. Having 128 matches to be played indoors, trying to find the court time, and getting your competitors to the correct court, and even getting them the information where they are playing was something that they should be commended for, even putting this tournament together.
Well, somehow all the matches got played. Everybody went to the right place. All the opponents matched up. And finally, on the last day of the tournament, we were able to come outside. Now, there's been a bit of a change. They had to play the quarterfinals and the semis as well as the finals today. You think that'll affect the performance of the players?
No, I really don't think so. All the players involved have got a lot of tournament experience, and after all, this is the state finals.
Yeah, it sure is, and we have a repeat from last year. First of all, the defending champion, Mindy Weiner. She's won 60 matches in a row, and I guess you have to call her the odds-on favorite to repeat.
Yes, and when you talk about Mindy Weiner, I think one word comes to my mind: power. And she certainly does have that overpowering forehand. I watched quite a few of her matches yesterday, and it's quite a weapon. She's a great player, and here she is again.
Here she is again, and she's facing the opponent whom she beat last year, but it was not an easy match. Jennifer Nasser, ranked 1 and 2, right there with Mindy.
As you know, they went 3 sets last year, and Jennifer Nasser certainly is a comparable opponent. She has all the tools and will be asked to use those when she meets Mindy today.
That should be an interesting story, and we will bring it to you right here from Mount Prospect in just a minute. We'll be back.
What's that great tune-up? A no big deal? Mastercare car service. My car is terminal.
No big deal. You should see these guys. Mastercare's got trained tune-up technicians with a computer that talks to your car.
Really?
Even a 6-month or a 6,000-mile warranty.
Oh, Lisa, will I ever drive again?
No problem. Oh, sweat. No big deal.
Finally, getting a tune-up is no big deal. Mastercare Car Service by Firestone.
And I...
First point of the match, Mindy Weiner in the front court, double faulting here, serving to Jennifer Nasser. And Mindy Weiner uncharacteristically double faulting to start the match off. Love 30. Weiner hitting the forehand bullets, but Nasser hanging in there. Maybe a microcosm of the whole match, Diane.
Yes, that seemed a little uncharacteristic of Mindy, but we are outdoors now, and I have been watching her indoors the last couple of 2 days.
And very quickly, a triple break point for Jennifer Nasser. First game, first set. Love 40.
Ball!
And Mindy Weiner on the backhand error is broken in the first game. So Nasser leading 1-0, and got to be a shot in the arm for Jennifer to come right out and break serve on Mindy Weiner.
Well, sure, the first game of the match is always very important. It's kind of, you know, it begins to set the tone of the match. Hopefully for Mindy, this isn't true.
Jennifer Nasser from Hersey High School. She is a junior, and there's a look at Mindy Weiner, a senior. We we told you, these two met last year with Mindy Weiner winning in 3 sets, 6-2, 3-6, and 6-3. And with Mindy Weiner, you can tell that she's going to be hitting out all the time. Nasser will be more of the finesse player.
And she'll exude a lot of patience, too, which I think might come into play in this match.
These the finals, the 18th Girls Illinois High School Association State Tournament. Played here at Prospect High School, what has turned out to be about as good a day as you could hope for this late in October.
Well, certainly it's better than the last 2 days.
Jennifer Nasser now will serve, leading 1-love. Ball is long. The wind coming out of the northwest is blowing right in our face. It will hold back any of the balls that are hit from the near court and make the ones coming from the far court fly more. Oh, and there's that forehand bazooka for Mindy Weiner.
Yes, she's finally got it going. Maybe we just had a little case of nerves there in the first game.
Love 30. Weiner coming up and getting on it at net. And the tables are turned. It's triple break point for Mindy Weiner. She prefers to sit back there and bomb, Mindy does, but she'll come up right there on the short ball as she did in that point.
Well, she's looking for that weak return off of her forceful forehand. And naturally, you do have to come into the net on that.
Nice drop by Weiner, and Mindy gets the break right back, so games are 1-all. Well, we'll take a look at Jennifer Nasser's serve right here, Diane.
Well, I can't see the ball toss, but you see that she gets a lot of extension on her serve.
Both these girls have worked very hard in the off-season lifting weights and sharpening each of their serves. Mindy's serve has got more speed than Nasser's. Nasser's got a lot of kick to it. Games are 1-all here. First point, third game. And once again, the server can't win a point. Now through 9.
It'll be important for Minnie to get those first serves in to give her that advantage, but so far, she's had a little trouble.
Lob is long. The drop shot by Weiner hung up there for Nasser to pound. Love 30.
And as you see, you'll see Jennifer Nasser get up there and to the net as well when the situation calls for it.
Love 30.
Neither one of these players is a serve and volleyer, but they will not hesitate when the opportunity arises to get to the net.
Second double falls from Mindy Weiner. And again, it's triple break point. And there's that patented Weiner forehand. It's 15-40.
Here's the serve, and the return by Nasser. And there's that forehand. There's just not enough space back there to catch up to it.
Come back live. First service let. Weiner's still trailing this game 15-40 as the wind is picking up considerably. It's easily 25 miles an hour coming right into the camera here. Caught the line. And Nasser breaks again.
I think Mindy thought that ball was going to be called out, but until you hear that, you're going to have to play that.
Well, with that wind picking up so much and Nassau's ball sailing right into the wind, it knocked it right down and right on the end line.
Yes. I also think that's part of the problem with the first serve from that side for Mindy. As her ball tosses, might have to shorten up on that ball toss and shorten up on her swing a little bit just to get that first serve in.
Here's a look at some of the fans coming in and sitting on the side of the court and directly behind the screen fence behind us. Nice crowd. It's a pleasant day, but very, very windy. And there is Mindy Weiner. Again, the girls have already played 2 matches today, which is one more than they normally play in the championship situation. So they should be loose. The question is, will fatigue be a factor? And now with this wind, it certainly will be a factor. You can hear it right in our microphones.
Well, as you know, we only could get 1 round in on the very first day. And then on the yesterday, we played 3 in the championship and then 3 today. We were fortunate to get the whole first round, 128 matches in on the first day. So,
well, Weiner's taking it. She's stripping down right there. No sweats for her. She's got the leggings on, but it's goosebumps time for everybody else. Long. 15 love. And that is the first time in any game that the server has won the first point. Second serve coming. Ball was long.
terrific return by Mindy Weiner on that second serve.
Well, inside out that one.
It's a second serve, and Minnie takes advantage of it.
Back live now, first serve in by Nasser. And once again, Weiner with the forehand winner.
She set it up almost exactly the same. She went for the winner on the same spot.
$15-30. Overshot that one. It's 30-all. Obviously, Nasser's trying to play Weiner's backhand, and
which is not a bad move. Not that Minnie's backhand is terribly flawed, but certainly compared to her forehand, there is a difference.
That's long. Another break point.
But it's a smart move to get to that backhand if you can get to it.
Does anybody want to hold serve today? So far, no. 30-40.
What? Fault?
First serve fault.
Here's
One,
the same
2, 3 and out.
Same return again. Again on the second serve, taking advantage of the weaker second serve.
Well, Mindy Weiner will take the serve now. We'll take a look here, and can't serve that second one. That's off.
This is going to look just like before. This is an instant replay of an instant replay.
Back live, first set fault, the fifth game for Mindy Weiner. Wow. Talk about hitting out. There it was from behind the baseline. Led on the first serve. Second serve ace. It looked like it may have hit something and skipped right under Jennifer's racket.
I'm not sure what happened there. She kind of looked up awfully quickly. I don't know if she didn't see it or she thought it hit something on the net or what.
30 love.
Or she just plain didn't, was too good of a serve.
Big miss on the big distance miss. Double fault number 3. 30-15. Ball just long. Both these girls taking very little time between serves, cranking it up and letting it fly. Way long for Mindy. We're at deuce. Jennifer Nasser has a tremendous amount of patience.
I think we'll start, as you just saw here, her mixing up her strokes, which I think is a strong point. Jennifer Nasser does have a lot of different strokes and can do many, many things on a court. She's a very smart player.
Break point now against Weiner again. Hit the baseline. Beautiful play for the break.
This is what I expected a little more from Jennifer, mixing it up a little bit and giving the ball to the forehand side once in a while to keep Mindy honest.
All right. They'll change sides. We'll take a break. Be back with Mindy Weiner, Jennifer Nasser, the girls' state finals, right here on Sports Channel. Nasser to serve. Now she's leading 3-2. First serve is wide. And Weiner long at the backhand again. 15 love.
She's going to have to adjust a little bit now as you change courts in the wind.
Second serve for Nasser at 15 love.
Let's see what kind of return we get from Mindy on this second serve. She'll be waiting for it.
Nasser coming through, crossing up and then going cross court.
Nasser is beginning to open up the court, use the full court instead of trying to jam everything consistently to Mindy's backhand. And when you miss getting it into her backhand, she unloads with that forehand. So now she's moving it around. She's going right to the forehand as well.
40 love. First service let. And second serve coming now. There's the game to Jennifer Nasser to make it 4-2 for Jennifer. And it's also the first time they've held serve. The broadcast rights to today's state tennis championship have been granted to Sports Channel by the Illinois High School Association. Any reproduction or rebroadcast of this event without the written consent of Sports Channel and the IHSA is prohibited. Serving 2-4. This is Weiner. Missing again on the forehand. That time she got it. 15 all. Jennifer Nasser doing an excellent job, Diane, as you said, mixing it up, using the court, taking something off, and Mindy not sharp, making the mistakes.
Mindy's running a little hot and cold now. She'll put several points together and hit the ball real well and then have several big misses. Certainly her serving is becoming a little more of a factor.
Good backhand winner from Mindy Weiner. The wind dying down now.
We talk a lot about Mindy's forehand, but she does have a wonderful backhand.
Well, we'll take a look at it right here.
There it is.
Fooled Nasser. 30-15. Nasser got the short ball, but couldn't do enough with it. And boy, Mindy blistering that forehand again.
Yeah, here's a short ball, and you'll see Jennifer follow it in, but it's just not quite far enough down the line, and Mindy just really opens up with the forehand for a winner.
40-15. Tough slice backhand, and that's Weiner's first service held. 4-3.
And you see Weiner starting to mix it up a little bit. Down the line backhand, and then a backhand cross-court slice. Or drop shot.
Well, we saw both right now. Certainly the match is going more Jennifer Nasser's way, where Mindy Weiner has to force the play to win. Nasser is more apt to make you lose a point, at least against someone like Mindy. But we shall see.
Well, Mindy, you know, she seems to be a little bit off her rhythm.
We'll take a look at the last point again.
You'll see the down the line by Mindy Weiner, and now you'll see her cut the ball short. Whoops, long.
One of the two, but she had, you know, she had tried the drop before and didn't get much on it, but
Usually,
Nasser got less on the return.
I guess I'm remembering from watching her earlier and yesterday, she usually does cut that ball short, but this time she went all the way to the baseline on it.
Nasser serving now. Put the ball in the forehand corner. Mindy wanted a call, didn't get it, and it's 15-love. Jennifer Nasser, 26-1, going into the state meet. She has won 6 in the state in this tournament. Her only loss coming to Laura Dvorak earlier this season. And Jennifer beat Laura in the semifinals. 30-love. 30-love, the forehand finding the tape. Nasser serving 30-love. Second serve coming. Double fault for Jennifer. That is her first. Well, both these girls know each other's games. They've been playing each other since the juniors, probably since the nursery. 30-15. And again, a double fault. 2 in a row.
Nasser's a very steady player. This is very uncharacteristic.
I would think the wind might have something to do with this, because that ball is really swirling up there, even on the toss. The wind is coming and going. Now it's 30 deuce.
There are times that it seems to be blowing right in our face, which would be at Jennifer's back, and then at other times it seems very still.
And you heard the scream and you saw it. 3 straight doubles.
She's going to have to settle down and get her composure right here.
Let's remember, even for these girls who are so well schooled and trained, they have played a lot of tennis at weird hours all 3 days. Some of that might be taking its toll. Mindy using that forehand killer to set up the easy put away. She is drawn even at 4. Well, we'll take a look at Jennifer Nasser here. Trying to set up for the forehand, but that's an
She knew-
effort she knows she wasn't going to make.
She knew she was beat when she had gave up the short ball.
Now Nasser's starting to sputter her cylinders, and Mindy Weiner, down 4-2, has brought things even at 4 with the serve here.
Neither one of them has really taken control of this match. They've each had their good points and games, and each have had their poor ones.
Yeah, certainly they have played a lot more consistently earlier in this tournament, but that was before the final. The call. Ball was out. Ball was wide.
They sure had us in suspense there for a minute. I did not see the call for the longest time.
You either, huh?
No, and I was wondering.
Look, we're sitting right on that sideline, and
But it does hit right on the.
Yeah, there's
gets
green
a piece
there.
of it anyway.
Service winner as we come back live. It is now 40 love. And the control you were talking about might be Mindy's to take at this point. One more point to go up 5-4 here. And she gets it.
More of her first serves in, and I think that's what this match really might come down to. They've both had their troubles with their serving, and it's just...
Well, each has 3 double faults. Nasser's 3 came right in a row, and that obviously has soured her for that 9th game. Take a look right there. And Jennifer very upset with herself, and now I'm sure she is using this time to get it together, as they say. She will be serving to even the match at 5. And while we see the changeover, we also show you how the pretty autumn colors, and that's the secondary thing we wanted to show you. The primary thing is that breeze is whipping pretty well around here.
Yeah, it's gusting. It's starting to gust right now. We're not getting any time that it's becoming still. It's just a matter of stronger and stronger. And that's something that they're going to have to contend with out there.
Well, Jennifer Nasser will serve with the wind in her face. And Weiner here with a break will take the first set. And they went 6 games before a server held. Beautifully played by Mindy.
If you notice, after they sat down, Weiner's attitude was much... There's the winner right there. She set it up with a wide shot and had the whole open court to work with.
Second serve coming here for Jennifer Nasser. And there's that forehand again. Wow.
We may have seen that tide turn on Mindy Weiner's serving.
Well, Jennifer did well to get the first one, but sent up a duck, and Mindy shot it right down. Love 30. Oh, my.
I think Jennifer Nasser is now evaluating what do I have to do with my serve.
She's going to have to do it quickly to salvage this first set. Triple break point, triple set point. 15-40.
Mindy is playing very aggressively, and she certainly came off of that changeover with a fired-up attitude.
Here she comes. And there it is. Game in first set goes to Mindy Weiner. Score of 6-4. Mindy coming back to win 4 straight games, coming back from the 4-2 deficit. So she takes the first set. One more, she's got the championship. But remember, Jennifer Nasser's got a lot of time and a lot of patience. We'll be back. Now stay right with the second set here. Mindy Weiner to serve. Ball is wide.
Good exchange between the girls, but again, Weiner getting that first serve in deep, and in fact, that first serve was on the line, service line.
15 love. Service winner. And Mindy is really pouring it on right now. She doesn't want another three-setter.
The momentum is definitely gone in her favor.
Beautiful drop by Mindy. There it is, 40 love. Well, she's got more than just a forehand.
Here it is. If you remember on a point previously, Mindy elected to take that backhand shot deep cross court, and I think that's what was in the back of Jennifer's mind. Which is she going to do this time? Both of them turned out to be points for Mindy.
Good cross-court backhand there by Nasser, brings it to 40-15. By Nasser right up to the last chip shot. Weiner's serve took the back of the line. Nasser made all the right shots, but missed on the chip. So Mindy Weiner winning the first game of the second set. She's won the first set. And there's the point. We'll be back.
There's a drop shot that just misses.
All right, we'll be back. We will, honest. Jennifer Nasser to serve. She trails 1-love in the second set. Mindy Weiner winning the first set. Best 2 of 3, of course, for the girls' championship.
15 love.
15 love. Now. Yeah, Mindy is shown on that short forehand. Be a little susceptible to the error. Let's say 40 love. And Jennifer Nasser wins that one at love, ties it up at 1 game apiece, second set. Well, it might be a good sign for Jennifer because she really had to put the brakes on, and I think that game, if she had lost it, it would have been all over.
Yes, that game where she had 3 double faults, I just...
Wow. Take that, says Mindy Weiner.
I believe it was after Jennifer's 3 double faults in the first set, and then Weiner got her first serve going, and certainly was hitting the ball strong and well. That turned the first set around for her.
Sure, she won the next game at love, and then came back to break Jennifer for the win in that first set.
One thing you don't want Mindy to get into is that kind of groove where she knows the pace on the ball, and she just is waiting each time for it. So Jennifer's got to continue to do what she does best, move the ball on her and change things up.
30-15.
But again, Minnie is getting a higher percentage now of her first serves in.
She worked on that serve all summer long, and it has shown a tremendous improvement. Second serve here at 30-15. Mindy wild on the backhand again, and it's 30-all.
Here it is. She's going to try for a backhand down the line and just misses.
30 deuce. Mindy thought she had one on the line, but call was a fault. Ball was wide, so 40-30. Mindy seeded third last year when she won the championship. She and Nasser were the co-first seeds this year.
Another great first serve by Mindy.
Service winner for Mindy Weiner, and she goes up 2-1. And Mindy Weiner with them both on serve now leads 2-1. Well, exciting NHL action on Sports Channel all season long. Tonight, live at 6:30, the Blackhawks are in New Jersey to take on the New Jersey Devils. Join Pat Foley and Dale Talon for all the exciting action on your home for the National Hockey League. Right here, Sports Channel. And right here, let's bring in a friend. Boy, here's a lady who has done so much. Come on, Gene, just work around the back here. We're a
friendly
easy
group.
Yeah, friendly group, easy to work with. We've got Gene Walker, who's the girls athletic director at Prospect High School, and also the woman who has got to be the most responsible. Here we go. We'll fix this all up. Gene, good to have you. Just look right at that glass eye over there, because this is the lady who put this whole tournament together and prevented it from falling apart when the rains came. Tell me what you were going through.
Well, this was a very different tournament when we saw what it was like on Thursday and then realized that Friday wasn't supposed to be much better. We decided we better go indoors and try to chip away at it a little bit in order to get anything accomplished this weekend.
What was it like trying to get all that court time indoors?
It was amazing, really. I was so pleased with the number of people that came in and helped us out and got things accomplished. There were a lot of people that put it together.
Oh, that's great. You got to deserve a lot of credit yourself for holding it all together, and maybe after this you can get some sleep.
Sounds like a great idea.
Gene, congratulations, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much.
It's a long climb down there, Gene, so take it easy going down the scaffold, okay? All right. Gene Walker, she is the tournament coordinator here at the IHSA tournament.
First point in this game goes to Mindy Weiner.
Mindy wide with that flying forehand. Yeah, I think they had 16 different indoor courts that provided court time for the girls.
I think that's just great that these clubs opened up what courts they had available to our tournament. Without their cooperation, none of this would have ever been possible.
And some of the matches were played, I guess, as late as midnight. So things really were flying all over the place. And just the logistics of getting all the players to the right places and all the opponents to the right courts really took something. With all the snow on the ground and the rain and the sleet and a wild shot by Mindy, and it looks like she broke a string. We'll see it here because she just went in to get a new racket.
I imagine she breaks a lot of strings.
Ooh, with that kind of force. I don't know the tension she strings her rackets, but oh, they're real loose, huh? Real loose.
I hope she's got a lot of rackets with her.
Looks like she's got a bag big enough for 2 weeks. Good serve by Nasser. It's a clean ace.
And Jennifer does, again, have to get her first serves in, and that was a fine example of what kind of results can come off of her serves.
Mindy's long. And Jennifer holds service. Games are 2-all.
Again, I have a feeling that things are starting to settle down. Nasser is composed and ready to go.
Well, you know, Mindy Weiner 2 years ago would not have had the composure that she had to survive that first set, no question about it. Jennifer Nasser, a lot more level-headed, even-tempered through her career, but still, what happened to her in that first set, a triple-double fault situation, messed her up. Look at that forehand by Mindy.
Here it comes, the forehand down the line. And when Mindy has that much time, really it freezes you because you don't know if she's going to go cross court or down the line with the ball. And you know, I don't know if it's better to guess or wait and see where it goes. If you wait and see, you're usually too late to get there.
15 love. Back and forth.
There's an example where Minnie used the whole court. It was set up by that excellent backhand, which really swung Jennifer Nasser off the court, and really she had literally the whole court left open to hit her ball in. Great first serve. And there's that backhand.
There it is, that drop shot. 40 love. They are on serve in this set, starting just the opposite of the first set.
Remember, those drops are blowing away from Jennifer, so she has to get up there a little quicker than you think you do. There's a nice shot.
Fine backhand by Jennifer Nasser, 40-15.
I feel the level of the tennis is starting to raise here. Both girls are really putting everything into it.
Weiner hit some excellent ground strokes, but Nasser wasn't taking any of it for granted. She was right up there and won the point.
And answering with some of her own.
Yeah.
Wide.
That one's wide. 40-30.
Nasser beginning to try to move Minnie from corner to corner.
You may hear some action from adjoining courts. We'll tell you about that in a minute. We've got the third place match being played over to our right. Susie Starrett against Laura Dvorak. And there's another double fault for Mindy, her first in quite some time. And they're a deuce.
We're starting to see something that happened in the first set. Nobody really taking a clear-cut command here. We had that happen. I just attributed it to a kind of a slow start and being a little nervous.
Called out. Weiner thought it was out, but wasn't sure. Said thank you to the linesperson. So it's advantage Mindy. Well, Jennifer isn't out of this match by any stretch, especially if she comes back here to break.
No, not at all. And as I keep reiterating, the situation in the first set where one would get hot and then the other one would, and nobody was really taking control. We were going back and forth, and we seem to have the same situation.
Well, Mindy Weiner holding serve here. She leads 3-2. We'll take a break and come back to Prospect High.
Even strong, you know, taller.
Nasser serving. Second serve here, first point. Game 6. Second set. Forehand Weiner. Love 15. Well, you're going to get that short ball bouncing up above the net. As Mindy's coach Dan Wilson said, anything above the net is gone. Ball was wide. That's love 30. Well, not that you want to overplay this, but
let's take a look at this. This is awfully close. I think Jennifer thinks it caught a piece of the line.
Now back live now. Nasser's first serve in. Tough to lob, but beautiful. Into the wind for Mindy Weiner. And that's triple break point.
Also remember that Jennifer Nasser on that lob, if she could get to it, would be looking right into the sun.
Well, Mindy stuck her tongue out after that one, as you saw, that at love 40, she figured she had one, if not to waste, then to go all out on. Well, I don't think we're being invaded, but oh,
Sure
we got a whole
sounds like
bunch.
it.
Wait a minute, there are about 5 helicopters coming over, maybe from Glenview. They're right above the courts right now. It's like playing in the U.S. Open with all the aircraft. And there it is, a break for Weiner. She leads 4-2.
It's a tough game to lose.
And that may be the answer that Mindy Weiner is looking for.
I think that's what Jennifer Nasser is trying to, compose herself, because there's a big difference in that game. It's a real breaker.
Weiner to serve now at 4-2. Just wide.
There's a great shot.
Excellent play by Nasser.
We got the backhand and a stretching backhand by Mindy trying to recover here, and just could not. Just a little out of her reach.
Well, that's the first extended net play of
Yes.
any point in this match. Love 15. Another service winner for Weiner. Well, she doesn't look like she broke her ankle, does she? Mindy broke her ankle in a softball game early in the summer. Rehabbed it all summer long, worked out, lifted weights. Another service winner.
I really didn't notice that it bothered her at all, and I think it's fully recovered.
Well, you can see she's got a wrap on it, but she's always had weak ankles. It's the right ankle there.
I think that's just a good precaution there.
Right.
And if there is a weakness, it'll keep it steady.
There it is, right on the line again. 40-15. Oh, take a look at some of the footwork here, and you can see the right ankle's the one that was injured.
And she seems to be moving just fine. But again, when you've had that kind of injury, and there has been a weakness like that, I would definitely be wearing the brace also.
Well, you know, it's interesting. Both her father and her coach said that with the injury, she was able to exercise and lift weights and do a lot of rehab work on other parts of her body that she wouldn't have ordinarily done. He said it made her stronger, made her a better player. You're certainly seeing it out here this afternoon. Fifth double fault, 40-30.
Here's a break for Nasser. Maybe she can make it work for her.
Mindy serving now to go up 5-2 and get within one game of the championship. Game to Weiner. She leads 5-2. They will change sides. And Mindy closing in. Why did I blow the score? I probably did.
Here's an excellent shot down the line by Nasser, taking the short ball.
And now she has the advantage. A break point here for Nasser. As I had messed up the score, so don't listen to me. Mindy thought she had a service winner there. Called a fault. Well, Jennifer did what a lot of us hackers do. She hit it on the run and looked up instead of concentrating on what she was hitting. Now it's deuce again. Had lots of room. She had lots of open court, lots of time. Deuce game. Another service winner.
That first serve of Minnie is starting to have Nasser guessing which way it's going, what we're doing with it. Once you get your opponent guessing, usually on the short end of it.
She did not lose a set on her way to the finals. And had 3 bagel jobs in there, double bagel jobs. And there's Jennifer Nasser with the good stroke.
Jennifer's a fighter. It's not over till it's over.
Did she say that?
No.
And there it is, a break. And Mindy showing a little emotion there, but Jennifer Nasser now right back on serve. She trails now 3-4.
It's the biggest swing as we thought the last game was going to be. It has swung right back and given Jennifer Nasser an opening.
Well, both girls have done extremely well to get to this point. We mentioned Mindy Weiner hadn't dropped the set, neither has Jennifer Nasser. And we'll tell you how they got there in just a minute. First, we'll take a look at the Mindy Weiner forehand right here. Well,
looks like a backhand
looks
to me.
like a backhand to me, too. Oh, okay. Eventually, we're going to see a forehand. We're promised that by our producer-director, Bob Albrecht, who's sitting in the truck. And now this looks like a forehand coming up. Boom.
Unfortunately, that forehand ended up in the net.
Right. Well, told you, Mindy defeated 3 opponents. Love and Love had a tough match from Kristen Bichochin of Libertyville, 4 in love, and then went on to beat Brita Dean in the quarters, Susie Starrett in the semis. Meanwhile, Jennifer Nasser did not give up more than 3 games in any of the sets she played. She is serving now at 3-4. One of the people Jennifer beat was Amy Tritek from Barrington, only a freshman. You'll be hearing a lot about her. Jennifer at 15 love. She beat Ann Carlson from Rock Island in the quarters, Laura Dvorak from Lyons in the semis. And now here in the finals, trailing 3-4. We have seen that stroke before.
Again on the second serve. She was just waiting for it. She needs to get these first serves in. That was a great shot.
Yeah.
Hit right on the line.
That's it, 30-15. Hit right in front of the umpire, Terry Arcucci. Terry in the chair today. 40-15. This is where Weiner had some problems last year, where she won the first set relatively easily. And then in the second set, Nasser caught her and took that second set.
Because you remember, Mindy was very disappointed about that the last game. Maybe a little bit of that is carried over.
Let on the second serve. And that's the last thing Jennifer Nasser needs. 40-30. Double fault number 5.
Again, I think it's very uncharacteristic for both girls, but especially Jennifer Nasser to have a double fault.
That started out a lot further out than it ended up. It settled right behind the line, but it's right into the wind. Deuce game now. What a shot by Nasser. What a shot.
Was that ball called out, though?
Mindy's ball was out. Should be add to.
Let's take a look at this.
Should be add in.
That looks like, yeah, it's right on the line.
It is, I believe, add in. Don't mean to sit on the fence here, but it is, with the wind blowing, a bit difficult to hear sometimes. We apologize. Now there's a... Now we're getting a question. No, it was. You were right. You were right. The ball was called out, so it is a break.
I thought I heard something from the umpire, but I wasn't sure. On the replay again, you know, you can't always tell from where we're sitting, even from the camera view.
For sure.
It was a close call either way.
But it's another break for Mindy Weiner in here. Could be the championship. Here's a sitter.
And I think Jennifer Nasser is now saying to herself, every close call has not gone my way. What do I have to do here?
I'd love 15. First serve here, a fault. That one was wide. It's love 30.
Got a lot of nice ground strokes. It's a great rally. And Mindy misses it wide. I'm not sure even on that game that Nasser lost there that they realized that the ball had been called out.
Yeah, there was a lot of confusion on the court, but the umpire...
The umpires are not very loud, and I'm not even getting clear voice from the chair, or not hearing him clearly enough.
Well, there was no doubt in his mind, and I guess the players went along, so they don't have much choice. There's Mindy Weiner's forehand again, 15-30.
Well, with the crowd here and everyone supporting and cheering, they may not have heard that point. Here it is, and this will be definitely good.
$15-30.
Nasser has her back against the wall. She's got to do it now.
Now it's a double break point for Jennifer Nasser.
And it makes that close point over there look a little bit larger right now.
Mindy Weiner was looking at a warm shower. Now she may be looking at a lot more tennis. They're going to be going a while. Back on serve, they will change, and Jennifer Nasser will hold to even the match, or even the set. It was a pretty loose game for Mindy at, you know, match game right there. Kind of surprising.
Few unforced errors. I'm not sure, you know, perhaps she was just looking ahead and trying to rush her shots a little bit. But certainly Jennifer is hanging in there, and that could be also a contributing factor.
Well, when she has problems, when Mindy does, it is usually with trying to rush her play. And she has avoided that much of the time today. The level of tennis in the second set certainly a lot better than the level of tennis in the first.
Again, Nasser, you know, is such a great competitor, and she will fight to the very last point. And that's what she did last year. She came back in that second set. And I'm sure she's planning on doing that this set.
Mike Liederman along with Diane Pettit, and we are bringing you the Girls State Championships, IHSA. Jennifer Nasser to serve at 4-5.
It's not going to help without getting your first serves in again, though. Good deep second serve, however. Whoa.
That ball stayed up a little longer than Mindy wanted, but Jennifer still could not make the play.
Just barely missed. Here it is. Backhand drop. And the spin on it, and she catches the neck cord.
Love 15. Strong cross-court backhand.
And Jennifer Nasser will always answer you back.
At 15 all, 4-5. Nasser trying to stay in this match. Wide forehand there. It's 15-30. Now the Maine East fans are starting to get restless, looking for a double championship here.
She took a little something off that ball, and Mindy hit it deep. And the ball will just run deep.
Back live, first serve from Nasser was a fault at 30 all. And again, a double fault, and so we are at match point. Her sixth double fault for Jennifer Nasser.
Certainly each girl has had their troubles with the double faults, but it seems like Jennifer's come at the worst possible time.
They don't get much worse than this now. It's match point. And match, we have a repeat champion. Mindy Weiner from Maine East wins her second straight girls singles championship, 6-4, 6-4 over Jennifer Nasser. There she is, Mindy Weiner, champion again. Thinking about college, Duke, Rice, a few other schools are interested. Right now, she's on top of the world right here in Mount Prospect. Here's match point again, Diane.
There it is, just beyond Jennifer Nasser's reach.
Well, here as we come back live, we'll show you all her friends. A lot of Maine East people are jumping onto the court right here to mob Mindy Weiner. And boy, it is an exciting time for her. It's something she worked very hard for and something she richly deserves. For Jennifer Nasser, again, coming in second, certainly no disgrace in that. Now let's take a look at her reaction on match point. One more time. There it is. Interesting, the forehand was the big weapon, but the backhand got the critical points right there.
I was just going to point that out.
So Mindy Weiner has put it together. We will take a break and be back. All right, we're picking up the doubles now, the doubles championship. This is game 2 of set 2. Nutrier in the near court serving. This is Courtney Mills serving to Homewood Flossmoor's Tina Suck, who with partner Ife Okorafor won the first set 6-4. Mills' partner is Megan Malwick, who just put away that backhand at the net on the volley. 15 love. Courtney is a senior, Megan a junior. Umpire for this match, Les Colgan. Okorafor is long on the forehand. And the game to Nutrier. They have a break. They lead 2-love. Second set. Now we take a look at Gozi Okorafor. If I said Ife, Ife's her sister.
That's right.
Okay, and there's
Well,
another sister. And she is paired with Tina Suck.
There are 3 Okorafors in this tournament.
Tina to serve.
So it's an easy mistake to make.
And Mill coming up on the second serve from Suck, just net the thing. Take a look there at Courtney Mill and her partner Megan Malwick playing the ad court. Now will receive serve at 15 love. A real sitter for Gozi.
It's unfortunate that the doubles was put on about a half an hour after the singles was on. Here's a replay of that point.
Now, while we were away, Tina Suck fought on the first serve. It seems as though she slipped. And Tina's second serve is not exactly a weapon. Courtney's going to jump right on it if she can. I take that back. There it was.
That's an unfortunate error on Tina's part. It was a good second serve, very deep. It had a nice kick on it, and she really had to put away at the net and just lost concentration.
30-15. Good first serve.
And the put away by Gozi.
Again, because of the weather problems early in the tournament, they had to...
Here's the put away.
Because of the weather problems early in the tournament, as I was saying, they had to compress all the matches. So instead of playing the singles and doubles one after the other, they played them concurrently on separate courts. And of course, we were only able to bring you one location at a time, so we'll be able to pick up some of the doubles action right here. And we're watching Gozi Okorafor taking her partner's serve and using it well to put away the easy volleys. And HF is on the board here, and they trail now 2-1, second set. Homewood Flossmoor winning the first set 6-4.
Here it is. She really just can't get that ball far enough cross court. And Gozi is quite an obstacle to get by at the net. She's a fine player. She was waiting. Actually, the doubles went on about a half an hour after we started the singles match. And as everyone has mentioned, it's unfortunate that we could not bring you both. the first set of this match.
Well, we'll get some in anyway. And both these teams on the way to the finals.
Of course, if New Trier takes the second set, we'll have one more to go.
Right. New Trier has not dropped a set so far in the tournament, defeating teams from Oswego, Lake Forest Academy, Danville, Moline, Percy, and the second team, Flanagan and Greer from Homewood Flossmoor, Love and 2 to make the finals. The only time that Homewood Flossmoor was extended was against the Hinsdale Central team, winning 4-6, 6-1, 7-5, and defeating St. Charles in the semis 6-3 and 6-4. This is Megan Malwicki to serve, sun right in her eyes. Good return from Suck. Megan last year, part of the runner-up doubles team that lost to Palatine Fremd in the finals. Inside out shot by Okarafor, and it did tick the line. Courtney Mill asking the umpire, and I believe
he's told her that it's good.
It is good. Okay.
Here we're going to see it, and it's going to be a close one, but as you say, the umpire also is right there.
It's right under his chair, so he had a good line on it. Good play at the net, and Okarafor got the line again.
Here you have all 4 players at the net, which is what you really would like to see. And Courtney, you know, lets the ball go. She had an opportunity to play it and thought it was going to go out, and it just caught the line.
Triple break point now against Malwicki and New Trier. Megan serving to Gozi. Out. So it's 15-40.
Courtney really should have put that ball away. She did not get enough of it to hit it down, and I was afraid she was going to pay for it.
New Trier also looking for its 8th team championship in this decade.
Tina tries to go down the line on Courtney and misses.
So New Trier has won the last 2 points. It's still break point. Tina encouraging her teammate. Gozi's going to take the return from the ad court. Gozi, 2 feet inside the baseline, let it drop, and obviously it cost the team. Now we're a deuce. Think that before the ball was hit, you heard coming out of Gozi's mouth, "What am I doing?"
Yeah.
And a missed volley there by Malwicki, so it's another break point. Good overhead by Megan, brings it back to deuce.
She did a nice job on that, backing up and getting on top of the ball to put it at Tina's feet.
These are the 2 top-ranked, top-seeded teams in this tournament. Malwicki with Susie Jacoby was a runner-up last year.
Good second serve.
for New Trier. Marwicki coming back from love 40 to hold serve and give the Trevians a 3-1 lead in the second set.
And she had a good eye on that point, and as much as she was dependent on Susie last year, she's the one that seems to be holding the team together and pushing them forward.
And an important game coming up right here for Gozi Okerafor, who was not playing well in the game before and knows it. She was talking to her teammate before the game started. Very deliberate. And a missed overhead there by Courtney Mill, 15 love.
Here it is, and she's just going to miss this wide. I think the wind held it up just a little bit and really had to reach out and get the ball in front, and I think that's what cost it to go wide.
Second serve here.
Here they are, net.
Good action, good point. New Trier wins it, 15 all.
15 all.
Here they are, all four at the net. Great, and Courtney is going to put this one away. Just a little too low for Gozi.
Gozi and Tina both very tall. Want to make those tall players get around their ankles. Gozi puts this one past the baseline.
Again, the ball was hit low to her, and she had to pick it up just a little, and it was a little too far. She probably needs to be just a half a step closer to the net. She doesn't have to bend so far over. Good serve, though. Good serve.
Service winner by Okerafor. Now we're at deuce.
She comes right back with a very good first serve. Second serve, and Courtney puts it right at her feet. It's going to be important for her to get that first serve, which I'm sure is quite a weapon. There it is, and you'll notice the return is right at her feet.
Advantage New Trier here. Well, Gozi's first serve must have caught right on the back of the line. Brings the point back to deuce.
They did question the umpire, and it'll stand.
Second serve coming. And Courtney Mill parks that backhand well into the fence.
I think somebody from the crowd yelled no before anybody had made a decision. Or was that an umpire's call?
They are directly beneath us. Whatever, it was well out.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it came from the crowd or directing the player not to hit it, or if it was an umpire's call.
Advantage now. Homewood Flossmoor. Trailing 3-1 in games. They won the first set 6-4. And I believe a foot fault was called, so second serve here, foot fault against Okerafor.
Oh, great return.
And it's New Trier with the game.
Here it is. You're going to see a great return by backhand return. There's no chance.
All right, New Trier has gone up now 4-1. Second set. Homewood Flossmoor won the first set. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
The 1990 Honda Accord is hot, hotter than any Accord in history. Test drive the new Accord and blow the doors off any Accord you've ever driven. Test drive the new Accord at Schaumburg Honda this week and get a chance for a Royal Caribbean cruise just for coming in.
I'm Bob Rorman, and I'll give you a hot new Accord at the hottest price in town and a chance for a Caribbean cruise.
Want a hot price on a hot new Accord? Get Rormanized at Bob Rorman Schaumburg.
Okay, New Trier to serve. While we were off away, we'll tell you what happened here, because there was a question, and we don't know if there are sufficient answers yet. Service winner from Courtney Mill. Homewood Flossmoor, as we had, figured the score was then deuce. And there was a conference among the chair, the umpire, and the lines people, and the score stood. Of course, there's no instant replay here. But it was our understanding that Okorafor was serving with their ad.
New Trier, the momentum has really swung to New Trier. They're really making things happening.
Courtney Mills serving. Chip by Mill. Well, we're now at 30 all. Tina cutting in front of Gozy there, taking it off her backhand when Gozy was sitting there drooling on the forehand.
Things are starting to miss and match there for Holman Flossmoor.
Advantage New Trier.
Here we go. Taking down the fly is Courtney right there, and Ngozi gets out of the way.
Back live, and Ngozi comes back with a backhand return to serve for a winner, brings it back to deuce.
It's going to be very important for the Holman Flossmoor team to put together a couple points in games here in case this should go to 3 sets. They don't want to come out of the second set flat.
Ball was long.
Tina tried to lob over Megan, but it didn't work, and she answered with a backhand. Here's the lob cross court. She comes back with another lob. Now you've got 2 players on one side, but the lob was already long.
Back live, Courtney Mills' first serve a fault. Bang, bang, bang. Tough weather to lob in, but Tina Sook was able to put away the volley. Deuce again.
I was afraid that we were going to be wondering why she didn't hit an overhead, but I see that the wind kicked up and pushed the ball a little bit, and she wisely went to a strong forehand.
Deuce game. Well, Courtney Miller getting away with the lob there into the wind and right into the sun for Gozy.
Yeah, it's awful hard to lob over Gozy, and especially with the wind in your face. But then again, Gozy would be looking right into the sun on that one.
And right in front of Gozy again. It's game New Trier. Trevian's up 5-1 in the second set. 1 game from evening this match.
That's twice we've seen Gozy unsure of the ball, and rather than play it, elects to watch it. Here it is. She's got an opportunity to do something, but she thinks it's going to go out, and that's twice she's been burned by watching the ball.
She knows, I'm sorry, Diane, she knows that wind is going to knock it down, and it sure does.
I think if it's close, you better play it, because those points are hard to get, those are hard to give away.
All right, Holman Flossmoor serving here at 1-5. Love.
Courtney really should have done more with that second serve. It's not much of a weapon, as you mentioned. And you would have thought that she would take advantage of that.
Tina yelled no. Gozy went, though. 15 all.
Probably on that ball, if she had let it go, what she's saying no is it probably would have been long. But remember, she's let one drop for a point, right. So she's,
Going to get a little gun shy. 15 all. Tina Sook to serve.
Nice first serve.
Well, yeah, it's unusual to find someone with such a good first serve and having a second serve that's so comparatively ineffective. Well, maybe she won't need it much. 30-15.
Both the Holman Flossmoor girls, their second serve is noticeably weaker. But when you get your first one in, nobody knows what your second serve looks like.
Right. Well, we'll see it here. Boy, a good dig out by Tina Suck. And HF now wins its second game, so it's 5-2.
The ball was at Courtney's feet, and she did the best that she could at trying to lift it over Gozy, but it wasn't far enough, and she hit the overhead smash to put it away.
Well, I love the tights on both the HF players. They really are terrific. Very mod. And you're taking a look now at the new Trier team. Courtney Mill on the left, Megan Mulwicki standing up there. And now we remind you, for an in-depth discussion of what's happening in the world of sports, don't miss the Sports Writers on TV for the best-looking guys on television. Ben Bentley, Bill Gleason, Rick Tellender, Billy Joust, all Sports Writers on TV Monday at 7 right here on Sports Channel. Now Megan Mulwicki to serve.
Holman Flossmoor coming back with the game here, trying to pick up some momentum. If they need it in the third set.
Wind is now picking up again, coming from the back of Megan.
Going a little cross court.
Good rally, good volleys at net.
Well, I tell you what, that's one for the replay.
Let's take a look at
the footwork and the movement. Great work, great work. Came up a little short on that one.
15 love. Mulwicki having no trouble with the sun and the lob there.
I'll tell you what, that's a tougher shot than it looks on television. That was an excellent. She jumped up in the air and got that ball and put it away.
30 love, 2 points from set here for New Trier. Serve long.
Crowd getting in a little bit, trying to help out with some of the calls. Nice second serve. Deep to the court. Megan sure, after watching her last year, sure has matured a lot as a player. She is really taking the ball to him.
Triple set point right here. And a good play by Tina Suck. 40-15, still set point. We mentioned Megan Mulwicki along with Susie Jacoby last year were the finalists, and they were defeated by Palatine Frem team, Margaret Musgrove and Susie Hemphill in straight sets. Megan's back again. Good return by Tina.
In that point where all four players were at the net, I thought Megan showed good composure when a ball came over and she needed to play it on the bounce rather than rushing her shot off the volley, and it really paid off. They came away with that big point.
Set point number 3. Well, and it's deuce. Courtney Mill missing the forehand volley.
The new Trier team certainly doesn't want this game to get away from them.
Megan again with the overhead.
This ball goes right at Gozy's head, and she just can't move. It was right at the body. She couldn't move to hit either a forehand or a backhand.
Another set point here for New Trier. Gozy getting the lob up there where Megan
Had put it away previously.
Yeah. It's the first time she hadn't in quite a while. So again, we're at deuce. Service winner right there in the alley.
Ball hit right on the line and swung Tina. Even if she could have gotten any more on it, you knew it was a loser.
She was almost far enough to be in the shopping center on that one. Advantage New Trier. Set point.
Ooh, she should have bounced that one.
Not quite for Megan. And again, we're at deuce.
Here's the point, and here's the put away.
Back live first serve fault from Megan. Oh, good charge and put away.
Megan put it right at the feet of the oncoming Tina Suck.
Once again, advantage, set point, New Trier. Long game in second set to the Trevians, so we go to a third set, tied one apiece.
You could hear that time on that last point, one of them saying, let it bounce, let it bounce.
6-2, the second set score is 6-4. We'll take a break, we'll be back. Mike Liederman, Diane Pettit, back with you. The Vikings against the Trevians. Homewood Flossmoor to serve. Gozy Okarafor to start the third and deciding set for the Girls State Doubles Championship. Courtney Mill playing forehand to receive for New Trier. It's good. Good lob by Gozy. 15 love.
Looked like it was just right on the line.
Into the wind, lob. Boy, they are flirting with fire right here. 15 love. Double fault. 15 all. Homewood Flossmoor taking the first set 6-4. New Trier coming back 6-2. First game now, third set. Oh, look how far up Courtney Mill is coming to take that second serve. Well, it's academic now.
She started off with a good first serve and is followed with two double faults.
15-30. Call is out.
Here we go. This ball is right underneath us and we can't see it live, but it's hard to tell from the tape.
Well, the call is out, yeah. So it is 30 all. Long again from Mill.
I'm just wondering, do we have a baseline umpire at this level? I saw the girls call it out, but did the umpire? Or linesman, rather.
play by Okorafor coming back after the 2 double faults. So Homewood Flossmoor takes the first game, third set. And they will change ends. Tonight, Big Ten football on Sports Channel. The Northwestern Wildcats host Hayden Fry and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Big Ten football tonight at 11. Got to get those Cats on the winning track. And again, there's a discussion going on here between the Homewood Flossmoor team and the Lions people. I think it's something somebody took their chairs. That's what it is. Inspector Clouseau sniffed that one out pretty quickly. There we go. Maybe that's the inspector. Nope, that's the linesman. So now Courtney Mill to serve. Love one.
That's a great poach by
Megan.
I mean, she really took a chance on that. If you don't get that ball down, then you've got 2 people on the same side of the court, and she's not leaving anything for chance. She's going for it. Play all out.
Little hold up here as the ball drifted a couple of courts over. Love.
We seem to have lost our ball girls here that were here for the singles match.
First serve. Onolette. And 30 Love. Well, Homewood Flossmoor already has the team championship sewn up. It's first.
Courtney just took her eye off of that.
And we want to congratulate Coach Jim Trudeau and all the Vikings. Because they'd like to add a doubles championship to that as well. 30-15. Second serve for Courtney Mill. Couple of loose points there by New Trier. Double fault in the error.
Tina Suck tried the same shot that got the point the last time. And this time it goes in the net. But she did make a nice shot to Courtney Mill's feet 2 points ago.
40-30.
Good eye by Megan. She turns to her teammate and says, let it go.
Game New Trier. Games are at 1. Sorry, Diane.
It looked like Courtney was might take that ball on a fly and then try to come into the net, and Megan called her off of it. That's good teamwork.
Tina Suck to serve. And the sun dropping low in the west. Goes right across Tina's eyes on this. See, again, the problems on the second serve for both New Trier players, both Homewood Flossmoor players. 15 all. Well, Tina had the shot right there on the volley, just plain missed it.
I was going to say, Courtney Mill got away with one there. Ball came off high, and Tina had an opportunity to put it away for the easy point.
15-30. Watch the extension on her first serve and compare it to the second serve here.
Great return. That's a great return, but again, on the second serve, Megan was waiting and taking advantage of that weak second serve.
Absolutely sitting on it from the Mindy Weiner School of inside-out forehands.
There you go. Had her beat down the line. Or cross court, I'm sorry.
If you're just joining us, Mindy Weiner defeating Jennifer Nasser in straight sets to win the singles title, her second year in a row as Illinois State Singles Champion. Our congratulations to Mindy and, of course, to Jennifer as well. Homewood Flossmoor winning the team championship for Coach Jim Trudeau. The Vikings first. And we are here in set number 3 of the doubles. Tina Suck serving for Homewood Flossmoor. Fault first serve.
He also hit, yeah, it went out long.
And Courtney Mill had said just a second, and this is the third time that's happened, and now they're going to see if they award.
Well, Megan's head was turned when the serve was going in. I was wondering what was going on. This is second serve.
Well, they give her one. And she makes the most of it. Trier gets the break.
And there you are, the second serve with Megan giving you the same results in the same spot. This time it got down at the feet of Tina Suck.
You can see it here again, Tina.
Right down there on the backhand side, right at her feet.
Very little on the second serve from either of the Homewood Flossmoor players. And New Trier trying to capitalize on it, certainly did, right there.
Appears to me that the girls are calling their serves without benefit of linesmen. I don't remember if we had that. If we started out without them or what.
Well, they've got linesmen behind either baseline.
And then we have down the...
and you've got the baseline lines people.
And we have the sidelines.
Sideline people.
But we don't have anybody at the service line.
Nobody is calling serves.
Aye.
I think they're just trying. I think you see the Homewood Flossmoor trying to take the most out of their time that's given, which is 90 seconds on the turnover, to try to break the momentum of the New Trier team.
Malwicki to serve to Tina Suck. Strong forehand return by Tina. Above 15.
Megan is quick into that net, though. And she just missed that one. She tried to move Gozy wide with that serve, but it went into the net.
15 all. Gozy sweeping the forehand, a little low.
It's a good second serve, deep, and had a lot of spin on it.
Fault in the first serve. Excellent play by Tina Suck.
She had that point all the way. Excellent execution.
15-30. Good strong return, closing in, puts away the volley. Senior Megan Malwicki. double break point against New Trier. Take it back. Megan's a junior, not a senior. Courtney's the senior. And Gozy had a sitter there.
Good eye by Courtney Mill.
Another break point. 30-40.
Fine net play by Megan, and her partner Courtney puts the ball away. And again, that was a tougher overhead shot than I think. She made it look easy, but it was a tough one. She had to back up and looking in the sun, put it away. Here it is, the pop up by Gozy, and there she is putting it away. Bounce right over Tina. Megan retrieving the ball all the way over, 2 courts over.
Let first service. Advantage going to New Trier. It's long game to New Trier. And the Trevians take a 3-1 lead.
And again, all 4 players at the net. This looks good. Gozy, and she looks good eye by the New Trier team.
Gozy Okorofor to serve here at 1-3. And to say this is an important game for AHF is an understatement. Mill charging right after that second serve again.
Tina was in a good position to hit the ball, but just couldn't make the shot.
Love 15. Led on the first service. Well, if Homewood Flossmoor is going to come back, they've got to do it on first serves, and that's a situation where Gozy was able to put one in, set up the easy winner from her partner.